The next thing I want to say is that when you take advice from people, especially when it comes to this love and the matters of your heart and your life, don't take advice from people. Stop taking advice from people you don't know anything about them. Number one, you don't know anything about them and they've never been where you are. How can somebody preach to you who's never been where you are? Let me give you an example. There's a lot of love coaches and people out there, but they single love coaches. They haven't found anybody for themselves. How you going to guide me unless you telling me how you overcome a breakup, right? Unless you teaching me how to overcome a breakup, that's great. But you got single coaches out there, y'all running behind. They can't teach. What can they teach you? They ain't found their one yet. You want to learn from somebody who's educated. Show me your education in this. Show me your life experience in this. And are you actually living what you are preaching? Then you have people teaching you how to date. And they've been with their spouse since they was 14, 15, 16 years old in college. They ain't never even dated. They ain't never been through dry spells. They ain't never cried at night thinking and looking in the mirror like something is wrong with them. They've always been with their spouse. How in the heck can you teach me how to be with someone? So just be careful who you're seeking advice from, because honestly, they don't know how to help you. The next thing is, I want you to Google me, because I don't brag a lot about what I'm doing, but I'm a big deal. And I tell people that all the time. I'm a big deal. And what a big deal means, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. I've been in Hollywood on TV. I've been in TV shows. I've done all of that. So before you start taking advice, if you can't Google a person and you only know them inside of Facebook, or you only know them inside of Instagram, be very leery of that, because that means they just a social media star, okay? But nobody else knows them anywhere. So I just wanted to give that precursor before we go into the session, because sometimes I get so caught up in teaching that at the end I really don't, share who I am and what I have to offer. So if you feel like, oh my gosh, she's serious and she can help me, there is a link for Instagram. The link is in my bio. Thank you, Dr. Corey. The link is in my bio, and for Facebook, the link is in this when you see the posting for this, okay? It says Linktree, and then it says Make Me a Wife Coach. So let us begin. Thank you, Shoa Moore Moulton. Thank you so much. Thank you. So, like I said, I'm going to sip some water, and we're going to get into the lesson. 5 ways you can stop attracting the wrong men starting today, okay? Starting today. Is everybody okay? Okay, tell them, girl. Hey, DR. Look, DR, she going back and forth between Facebook and LinkedIn. And Instagram. Give me a second and we're getting ready to begin. I hope you have your journals, your pen, and something to drink, because it's about to get lit up in here. Okay, so let's first talk about the reasons why we attract the wrong men. And I'm going to give you 3 reasons, because I can be real loaded sometimes, but I'm going to need to grab my journal. Oh, Desiree, you should have had your journal. Come on, you got to lead by example, Soror. So, hey, Miss Lady 323, can't hear you. Can anybody else on Instagram hear me or not hear me? I think people were like following me, so I think it's something with your thing, Miss Lady 323. Miss Lady 323, because Dr. Corey, can you guys hear me okay? Okay, Sassy TY79 says she can hear me. Okay, Miss Lady, it might be you, dear, because everybody on here is saying that they can hear me. Okay, so let's jump in. Desiree, did you get your journal yet so I could begin? So you holding up the whole class because you don't have your writing utensils in your journal. I am Ivy Felicia. Hi, Ivy Felicia. Hello. Okay, Miss Lady is ready. She says she can hear me now. Good, because I couldn't start without you being able to hear me, Miss Lady. And Desiree says she's ready. She got her journal, so she's done holding up the class. So now, class, we're getting ready to begin because I am Ivy. Felicia has joined. Miss Lady can hear us. Desiree has her journal. And you're welcome. And Dr. Corey is my amen corner. So, when I see a bunch of, go ahead and hearts and all of that stuff, it's Nike. Nike can hear me. Nike is all the way in Nigeria. So she says she can hear me. And also, Dr. Corey is an amazing relationship coach. Nike is an amazing relationship coach. She's holding down the Nigeria fort. Hey, Nick, welcome. Okay, so everybody is ready now. So let's first talk about the 3 reasons why we do attract the wrong man. Let's talk about that first, okay? And then we'll go into what the 5 things that you can do starting today that will be different so that you can be on your journey to getting that man, okay? So, number 1, the wrong men are attracted to us because they are a reflection to what we're used to. So let me give you an example. If you are used to being treated badly, like you were abused as a child or abused on the playground, you have some insecurity issues going on and you hadn't resolved that, because some people can be confident in certain areas of their life, but then not confident in other areas of your life. And that's totally normal because we're all born, for a certain level of insecurities. But if you are a person that has been used to being mistreated and that has not been resolved, that is a key reason that you attract the wrong men, okay? You have to resolve those issues from when people used to mistreat you, whether it was parents, whether I've had clients that said they were in a family where the grandmother loved everybody but them or treated them differently. I've had clients that say they were the darkest of the family, or they were the lightest of the family, or they were the plumpier one, the chubby one of the family. They felt like they were the misfit and their family members treated them that way. Or when you got to college or when you were in school and you felt like you were a misfit and you were treated that way. So those issues create a magnet, okay? It creates a magnet. And what happens is you are used to that. So when you are used to that, it's going to travel in other areas of your life. It'll travel sometimes in your career when you feel like you've been on the job, more than the person training you, and they keep overlooking you for raises and things like that. That is that energy field that you have because it's an unresolved issue. Hey, Adrian. So you want to resolve that. So that's reason number 1 why. Thank you, Adrian. Thank you. That's reason number 1 why we attract the wrong men. And I can talk about for myself. It started for me when I was 6 years old. My mother was a tyrant, okay? An angry tyrant. She had a couple of personalities. One personality was sweet, the life of the party, just like me. I'm just like my mother. Very sweet, life of the party, very beautiful. Everybody used to behold her beauty and all of this, but if something pissed her off, she would take it out on me. And at 6 years old, she was beating me and telling me that she hated me and that nobody would want me, and not even my daddy. And she was saying, "You're no good daddy." And so I always felt that in order to try to stay on my mother's good side, I had to do a lot of work to please her. I wanted to make sure the kitchen was immaculate. I wanted to make sure my room is pristine. I wanted to make sure I had good grades. And I remember coming home and showing my mom my report card because I was striving to have all A's. And I remember showing her my report card and thinking she was going to be like, "Go, Keita Poo." That was my name growing up, Keita Poo. "Go, Keita Poo, look at your grades." My mother said, "What you showing me this for? You supposed to get good grades. That's what you're supposed to do." And so I always felt like I was never enough. And not only was I never enough, But like she said, nobody would ever want me, not even my daddy. So if your daddy don't want you, who in the hell else would want you? And so that is the mentality, the unresolved issue that I grew up with, and it traveled to or crossed over, interfered in my love and relationships, okay? Because that's affecting the matters of the heart. Number two, the second reason why we attract men who treat us wrong, or the wrong men, is because we feel unworthy. We feel unworthy. Honestly, we say we want a good man, but if somebody starts really treating you good, you get uncomfortable. You get uncomfortable and you're like, uh-oh, how long is this going to last? Uh-oh, this can't be real. Uh-oh, he's going to want something. We don't know how to be recipients. We feel like we have to do something in order to receive love. But I want you to know that love is a gift. You don't have to do anything to have love. Love is who you are, okay? So feeling unworthy. Thank you guys for all the hearts. You know what? Instagram is studying and writing. Facebook is over here giving me a lot of love and a lot of hearts. I'm excited though. Number three, the reason why we attract the wrong men is that part of us we neglect or refuse to work on. There is a part of us that we don't know how we show up in a relationship. We have a blind eye to how we show up in the relationship. So we always showing up, when something goes wrong, we take the victim role. We take the role like, I was good to him. I washed his clothes. I drove him around. I did this. I supported him. I held him down. We look at all this stuff we do and think that defines a good woman. And we think that, that's all that's required for a relationship. But we truly don't know what we're unaware of and how we're showing up, how we look to the other person. We have no idea of knowing. And so when there is a part of us that has been neglected and we don't work on it and it becomes desperation and needy, the man is automatically put off by that. And it's that thing where when we start feeling needy and feeling like, oh my God, I gotta have him, we start pursuing men in a certain way, And we become a little manipulative and we become a little, overbearing sometimes, and we become a little bossy and all of that stuff. So we are unaware of how we are showing up in the relationship. So when you have a blind eye to how you're showing up, you don't know what to fix. Do everybody understand what I've said, these three things? Does these three things resonate with you at all before we go into how to fix this? Does this resonate? Thank you, Dr. Corey Guyton. Am I on point, Dr. Guyton? Am I on point? I love when men verify what I'm talking about. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you, guys. And I want to thank you. Lavette said yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So at this point, if you have any questions, everybody is saying yes. Desiree is saying yes. Thank you for joining us, Mary Walker Ivory. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Dr. Corey. At this point, before we go into what to do to change this, are there any questions? I understand it makes sense. Good. Are there any questions? Neek says she understands. Are there any questions before we go into the second part? So you get it. Okay. I'll just wait for 2 seconds. No questions. Y'all ready? Let me take another sip and let's dive into the 5 ways to stop attracting the wrong men. What we can do. Let me also say this. This is just, let me say this. I know that I am not the fluffy coach. I'm not the one that, I may make it seem a little hard and like it's unattainable, but it isn't. A lot of times the coaches don't want to tell you the truth because they want your money and they want it to make you seem like it is easy. and they want to make it seem like all you have to do is 1, 2, 3, write something down, close your eyes, recite it, and pray over it, and then it's going to happen. All you got to do is pray and give it to God, and it's going to happen. Say they do that, but I'm here to tell you, when you haven't put the energy into this, it doesn't come. For some of us have had problems, okay? For some of us who've had problems, it don't come easy like that, okay? It does not come easy like this. And the reason you have to begin to do the work around attracting a good man is because the work that you put in, once that man comes, you will appreciate him and you'll know how to be a good couple. See, I don't have to go to couples therapy because I did the work before becoming a wife. And because I did the work before becoming a wife, we don't got to do no couples therapy. So I just want to let you know, when you are good as a single and you get these things down pat, it eliminates in the future a whole bunch of problems, and you know how to deal with it. Because I always tell clients, the principles that I'm teaching you, if you make it a part of your lifestyle, you'll always have it. You'll always be able to keep yourself strong, and you'll always be clear on what and who you need to be, okay? So number 1, how to stop getting these wrong fools breaking your heart, making you stay up at night, being on these lives with NekishaMichelle on Friday night. How do we end this? Okay, declare. Declare. Write that down, declare. Declare that it's what you want. Stop being shy. Thank you, Crystal Ashley, for joining. Stop being shy. Stop being shy and embarrassed, that you are ready for a spiritual partnership. Stop, declare it. Stop being embarrassed and shy. Stop letting people make you feel that you are desperate because you desire the other half of your soul. Because you desire the other half of your soul. There's so much shaming around women wanting to be loved. Do you know we was brought here to be loved and to nurture and to give love? We were brought on this earth to be fruitful and multiply. How can we multiply by ourselves? You were brought here to be a helpmate to a man. It is a normal feeling. It is a normal desire to want to be with a man. So stop allowing these I'm all woman, I don't need a man, I can buy my own this, that, and the other women make you feel like something is wrong with you because you want to be married. You want to be with your life's partner. You want to be with the other half of your soul. You're not desperate. You're not weak. And it's okay to be ready for the next chapter of your life. So declare it. When I got ready, I called my girlfriend Tanisha and I said, Tanisha, I am ready to be a wife. And I am getting ready to go on my own journey and figure out how to do that. So, hey, Stacey Banks Houston. Oh, my Lord. Look what that cat drug is. Hey, girl. So, I told Tanisha, and I said, Tanisha, hold me accountable when I am acting unseemly or acting in a way that doesn't suggest that I'm on my journey to be a wife, okay? So, I declared it. And it is okay to declare it. I'm ready to be a wife. Declare it, okay? Don't hide it. Declare it. Stop being embarrassed by it. Stop feeling like something is wrong with you. That's number 1. Declare it, okay? Shout it from the mountaintop. I'm just playing, but just declare it. Be okay with it. Don't be wishy-washy about it, because when you're wishy-washy about it, you get wishy-washy relationships and men. So declare it and stand firm in what you're declaring. Number 2, be clear. Be clear. Figure out why or the purpose for your relationship. What would having a partner do for you and for your life? Why is having a partner important to you at this time in your life? So let me give you a spoiler alert. Lonely and horny, I'll say it again, lonely and horny, those feelings there's a third one. There's lonely, there's horny, and feeling unloved. Those 3 things are super magnet for attracting the wrong relationship. That does not help you find the purpose partner, the spiritual partner that you desire. So if you feel lonely, if you're horny, like some of the sisters have been celibate for years and years and years and all that stuff, you're lonely, you're horny, and you feel unloved, you are setting yourself up for problems, for more men to break your heart. So be clear. What is it that you want this relationship to do? So for me, when I was in this stage, I was very clear. Those 3 again. Okay. So the 3, the lonely, the horny, and feeling unloved, Desiree, is that the 3 that you needed? Is that the 3 that you needed? Lavette says celebrate. Oh, celebrate. Yeah. So horny, feeling unloved, and lonely are not prerequisites to getting the man of your dreams. That's actually going to boomerang, and you'll end up with, you'll end up with men who will satisfy those needs temporarily and then be off to the next one, okay? So be clear on what you want in your relationship, because this helps you when you're in the dating process to rule out who's in alignment with what you're looking for, okay? So number 1 was declare. Number 2 was be clear. Number 3, feel it. Feel it. I want you to write down what you want to feel in your relationship. How do you want this relationship to make you feel? So let me give you an example. Why you end up attracting the wrong men 9 times out of 10 is because you ignore what you want. You ignore your feelings. You ignore your intuition. Do you know how many women tell me they got in a relationship with somebody and their intuition was telling them not to do something, not to do it? But they kept looking at what they saw. They was listening to what he was saying. But something in them didn't feel right. It didn't feel altogether lovely. But they ignored it. And then they end up in a disaster. I can raise my hand. That was me. That was me. Oh my God. That was me. When my first husband wanted to marry me, he was a good provider. He made sure we didn't want for anything, but I didn't love him, and something just fell off. But then I kept saying, well, what do I know about love? Maybe this is love, and I just don't know that it is love. So I married him, and I had a girlfriend that tell me, won't you just be his friend? Don't marry him. But here I was as a plus size woman. I was like, shoot, I don't know. I don't think nobody else would want to marry me. This is the first time somebody really wanted to marry me and was serious, and he takes care of everything. So why not get married? And I got married. It was a disaster because I didn't feel my way and know that feeling, that off feeling was saying no. When you get that off feeling, it's a no, okay? It's a no. It is not a maybe. It is not maybe he has potential. It ain't none of that. It's a no. So you need to pay attention to that feeling. But what I want you to do is feel how you want to feel in the relationship. And if you don't feel that way in the relationship or the guy you're dating, it's a no, okay? It's a no. Trust your gut. Your gut is you. Every time you go against your gut, you are dividing yourself. You are going against yourself. And guess what happens? It manifests. When you go against yourself, so will he. He's going to go against you too. You'll have a schizophrenic relationship or a bipolar relationship. 1 minute the relationship feels good, the sex is good, and then the next minute he's, verbally abusing you, manipulating you, doing things that hurt you. Yes. So when you feel like it ain't feeling the way you want it to feel, it's a no. Okay? It's a no. So that was number 3. So we have declare, we have be clear, we have feeling. Let me tell you this quote that I love by Nina Simone. She says, get up from the table when love is no longer being served. Get up from the table when love is no longer being served. So that's a quote by Nina Simone that I want you to hold on to. When that feeling that you want to feel is no longer there and you're listening to your intuition and it's saying no, please know that it is a no, ladies, okay? Number 4, prepare. Prepare. She said, good word. Thank you, Magmar 1014. She's prepare. Make an inventory of your unmet needs. Stacey Banks, I love that quote. Say it again. Okay. The quote is from Nina Simone, and it is, get up from the table when love is no longer being served. Get up from the table when love is no longer being served. Okay? You have to learn to do that because that's even part of the power of attraction. If you're staying at the table knowing you feeling like this man don't love you and he's showing you he don't love you, but you keep hoping for the best and you keep hoping for potential, and it's not funny, but the craziness we do all in the name of love. You know better, okay? Listen, I'm your auntie, your mama, your grandmama. You know better, okay? You don't have to take it. You are speaking the truth, Sora. Thank you, Des. Kiwi. Okay, so number 4, prepare. Preparation. Okay, you're not going to get your soulmate if you're not prepared for your soulmate, okay? You're just not going, it's not going to work. You can get some dudes. You can have some dates. You can have some bed buddies, but you're not going to get your soulmate unless you are prepared, okay? What does prepared means? For me, it was making an inventory of my unmet needs. Because a lot of times we have holes and gaps in our life that we've never filled. And those holes and gaps that you've never filled, they get bigger and bigger because what a relationship does is it magnifies things that make you hurt. They magnify things that make you hurt. But if you don't have nothing that makes you hurt, then you're not going to attract that kind of person. Because what do they say? Hurt people attract hurt people. So you're going to have to look at what you're lacking and what you need, and you're going to have to feel it. Be proactive and work with someone who can help you diminish those gaps, those holes in your life. One of the things that I am seeing with women today, especially the ones that are always talking about, I want a man and I'm ready. I want to be married. I'm going to catch the ring. I'm going to do all. They don't do personal development. There is no personal or emotional development. And they don't have anyone to check them to let them know, baby, you're slipping. Okay, we don't wear slips now anymore. But when I was, what is this on me? When I was growing up in the church, we used to always have a slip on under our dresses and under our skirts. And they would say, the older ladies would say, baby, your slip is showing. Baby, adjust yourself. Your slip is showing. We don't want to be accountable to anybody. And we don't want to invest in it. And the reason why we don't want to invest in it is because we think we got it. But I laugh because how you got it and you still don't have nobody? How you got it? How you you got it and you still going to bed like, I'm 40 now and I still don't have nobody? How you got it? We don't want to be accountable. We don't want anybody to tell us that you need to fix this, boo. This ain't cute. What you're doing is not right. Baby, you need to elevate yourself. You know, I have women who come to me, they want to work with me or they want to just talk to me, but they don't want to invest $27. They don't want to invest $37. They can't even find $147. And my question is, if you can't invest in your personal development and preparation to have the man of your dreams who you'll hopefully have until death do you part, who do you think is going to be attracted to you? Honestly. Who do you honestly think is going to be attracted to you? Now, here's where we get it confused. We think because we're educated. I got a master's degree. I'm working on my second master's degree in journalism. Yes, honey, girl, I have a second career in journalism and reporting. Yes, me, yeah. But we think because we're intellectually smart, we have degrees, and we can pay for our basic needs, that's the requirement. We know how to put on a decent outfit and we have cute hair. We can throw on some lipstick. That's a requirement for a man. You're not prepared. You're taking care of your lifestyle. How does that help you to get a man? You have to prepare. And you can't prepare if you're afraid to be accountable. And you sure in the hell ain't going to be prepared if you can't invest in that part of your life. Y'all don't want to know how much I invest in getting prepared for my sexy chocolate African. Y'all just, oh my God. I was buying every book. I was at every seminar. I was in the mountains meditating, spending money with the Buddhist monks, trying to look at myself and be aware. I was in the church. I was doing everything possible to make sure that part of my life, that there was no holes and there was no gaps. And when you are prepared, you accelerate. You accelerate it. When you're not prepared, it takes forever and ever and ever to find the guy that you want. So when you are unwilling to invest in your personal development, don't think that you are a qualified candidate for your soulmate, because that man wants a woman who is ready to be a wife. I'm not talking about the guys you got to convince to marry you. When I met my husband, he was ready and I was ready. I just needed to make sure he was the one, because I ain't getting married again. This is it. So I had to make sure he was the one. You know, I had to make sure he was ready, but I had to make sure he was the one. So, but I was prepared. I knew what I wanted. I was very clear. And I was so filled. There was no holes, no gaps. And I was feeling good about my life. I was feeling good where I am. I wasn't pinching pennies to try to make things work. I had money. I was sufficient. That's how you attract him. You have to be sufficient. And if you know you're not sufficient, child, you're not ready. You need to get ready. Okay? So I'm not going to stay on that too long. Number 4, that was prepare. So number 1, declare. Don't be ashamed. If you're ready, that's who you want. That's who you want. That you shall have it. And the fact that you have a desire means that he is out there. He is available. Wow, thank you for this. You are so welcome. I cannot figure out how to say your name, Fleekin, or I can't say it, but you are so welcome. Thank you for joining. Declare. Don't be afraid to declare you want a man. Don't be afraid. Don't let those powerful women, because most of them, they got their money, but they home in bed by themselves, angry and bitter. So don't let the empowerment women tell you, that you don't need a man. That ain't their business. If you want one, declare it. Don't be ashamed of it. Number 2, be clear on what you want. What is the purpose of this relationship? What is the purpose of this spiritual joining together? Number 3, feel it. Feel and know what you want in a relationship. Chocolate Boy Wonder is out there. I keep saying that. Yes, he is, Desiree. feel what you want to feel in a relationship. So when you are dating someone and you ain't feeling that, you automatically know that's your gut, your spirit, your soul rejecting this person because he is not the one, okay? Number 4, prepare. Be willing to invest and prepare and clear up those unmet needs and holes and gaps in your life that will make sure that these men don't come in and reopen those wounds and hurt you all over again. So be willing to invest in yourself so that you will have a guy that doesn't mind investing in you as well, all right? And number 5, my last one, and this is, believe it, those other ones ain't nothing compared to this one. Number 5 is receive. Receive. Practice being on the receiving end of love. As women, we are real great at giving, nurturing, being thoughtful, being attentive. But when it comes to love, we don't know how to receive it. And let me tell you, love shows up in, love is so deep and is so wide and it has many dimensions. And we don't get it right on the basic dimensions. So you got to get love right on the basic dimensions. If you could get love right on the basic dimensions, then you can receive the big, beautiful love bouquet of a man that you've been dreaming and hoping for. So what do I mean? When somebody says, like, let's think about the grocery store. Somebody says, can I help you take this to your car? You say, no, I got it. You just rejected love. Yeah, you just rejected love. But if you see somebody needing help with their groceries getting to the car, you don't think twice about helping them. But somebody wanted to help you and you rejected. You're rejecting love. Let me get some water. Give me a second. You're rejecting love, okay? If someone wants to open the door for you, say thank you. Because if you don't, you're rejecting love. If you rush in before they do and you don't give the guy a chance to open the door or anybody open the door, you're rejecting love. Somebody wants to give you a gift. You say, oh, no, don't do it. Don't do that. No. You're rejecting love. You're rejecting love. So if you can't receive love on the little tiny, I'm trying to think of some more, somebody gives you a compliment. And you go say, you don't even know how to say thank you. Oh, girl, thank you. Oh, thank you. You're rejecting love. Kindness, goodness, mercy, forgiveness, all of that is love. And if you're rejecting it on a basic level, you're going to reject it. You're not going to know how to receive it on a bigger, grander level. So start practicing in your everyday life to look for gestures of love and receive it. Receive it. How can God, the universe, conspire to give you your heart's desire when you reject every ounce and nuance of love? You sometimes don't even look in the mirror and see something beautiful in yourself. You're rejecting love. So I need you to stop rejecting love and be aware. Be aware of how to receive it, okay? Be aware of how to receive it. And when you're dating these guys and when you're with these guys, learn to just stand still. Be still. There's a scripture that says, be still and know that I am God. Be still. You don't always have to be the one doing. Be still. Let him do. And this is another conversation, but even when you're in dinner and you're having a conversation, don't feel like you're the one that has to carry the conversation. If he can't freaking carry the conversation, let it go. Just sit there. I would have a silent lunch like we was deaf. I would just sit there and have a silent lunch, a silent dinner, a silent breakfast. Let him carry, because you're teaching him that you know how to receive. So let him give. Let him order for you. Let him do the work. Okay? Let him do the work so that you can show him that you are recipient and that you are gracious. Okay? So let's sum it all up. Number one, declare if you're ready. Number two, be clear about what this relationship is about. And like I said, if you're lonely, horny, or you don't feel love, that's not a good way or reason to be in a relationship, because you're going to get hurt. Number three, feel it. Know what you want in a relationship. How do you want to feel? Not the long list of he's got to be a Harvard graduate. He got to be like Obama. He got to this, that, and the other. He got to wear these kind of clothes. He's got to be 7'4". He got to be chocolate. That don't help no relationship. Oh, like that gets on my nerves. It don't help a relationship. Hello, Carolyn. Thank you. Feel what you want to feel from a man. How does he make you feel? Majority of the time, that helps the relationship, okay? Number four, prepare. Be willing to do your wholehearted work and invest in it so that your man don't mind investing in you. But if you got a man that barely don't want to spend money on you, and he don't want to take you nowhere and all that stuff, guess where that comes from? You not investing in your personal growth and development. And number five, learn to receive. Learn to be a recipient of love on a basic level so that you can be a recipient of love on a grander level. And that's it. So if you want to hang up, go on, hang up. That's it. But what I want to say to you, I don't say all this to make you feel like you're inadequate or anything like that. I just want to be honest because people don't tell us the truth. Listen, guys, and I feel like I want to cry, but I don't want to mess up my little beat face. But listen, I was oh God, I'm about to cry. This is so serious for me. It's so serious because I was born and raised in the church, and they said, be a good girl. Keep your legs closed and love the Lord with all your heart, your might, and your soul. And I did that. And I still end up marrying a fool, dating fools, marrying a fool. Because guess what? Nobody told me to prepare myself. Nobody told me how to prepare myself, how to love myself, how to know that I was worthy of love. They didn't tell me that. My girlfriend said, girl, you got a pretty face. When you lose that weight, all the men gonna be after you. So I thought I had to lose a whole bunch of weight. So I never felt worthy. But when I went on this true 6-month journey of doing everything that I just told you guys, I started in June of 2012. June of 2012, I was serious. I wanted to do everything. I declared it. I got clear. I felt it. I turned down guys. I did everything that I thought that I was supposed to do, that I studied, that my mentors told me to do. I did that. And December 21st, 2012 is when I met Boyo. Is when I met my husband. And I just can't tell you, even now we just celebrated 4 years of being married. It's been amazing. It's been so good. And I'm so glad I did the work. I'm so glad I did the work because that's where it is. That's where it is. If you truly want love, you got to do something different than what you've always hoping and longing is not enough. Thank you. Hoping and longing is not enough. Keep doing what you've always been doing is not enough. So if you are ready to do the investing part, to prepare, to learn how to get clear, if you're ready to learn the shortcut. See, I went through the long version for you. So you don't have to go through it by yourself. I want you to come to me. I have a link for Instagram. The link is in my bio. Choose where you think you are and pick one of those things and be proactive. Instagram, Facebook, the link is in this video, the video things. The link is there. Choose where you think you are and get going. Get going. Be proactive. Take it to the next level, because nobody's going to love you better than you can love yourself. Nobody's going to invest in you better than you can invest in yourself. And nobody is going to be there to give you what you want if you can't give yourself what you want. That's the power behind this, okay? So don't feel like, oh, I got a long way away. It took me 6 months. And my clients, my God, Kim attracted her man in 90 days. Linda attracted her man in 6 months. Berna, 4 months. Like, it happens so fast when you invest in invest your time and your energy in what you say you want. That's all I'm saying. So listen, that's all I have for you. I want to go ahead and answer any questions. Go ahead. If there's questions. I'm sorry, I'm not the feel-good coach. That's what makes me fierce. I'm not the feel-good one. I'll make you feel good when you achieve your goals. But if you're not achieving your goals, something has to change. Hey, Monica, welcome. Something has to change. So if you have any questions, please let me know. I didn't cry. Y'all done made me mess up my face, Jesus. If you have any questions, now is the time. Now is the time. Now is the time. I hope this was helpful. I hope this was so helpful. I hope this was helpful to you. Well, listen, until we meet or speak, hug yourself for me, and I'll see you guys real soon. Thank you for tuning in. Are you still taking on clients? Yes, look in the click the link in my bio. Thank you. You're welcome, Sassy TY79. Great job. Thank you, Dr. Corey. I can't read your name. I don't have my glasses on. Thank you, Desiree. She said very helpful. But look, click the link in my bio, and there's different options for you. So figure out where you feel like you are, and then click that link, and it'll take you to whatever. So there's something for matchmaking and personal coaching. There's products there. There's a course that tomorrow is the last day to register, that I'm doing a live 6-week course called Energize Your Confidence. And I'm walking these women through the exact blueprint in detail with worksheets. And we have a private Facebook group. So they get me live. They get to coach with me live. So it's called Energize Your Confidence, and it's the 6-week live blueprint to attracting your soulmate. So that's also in the link. So just click the link if this is something you want to move for, if you're serious. But if you're one of those ones that just go around collecting information and you don't care who you get it from and it makes you feel good, but you're not making any progress, then continue to be you. Do you, boo, as they say. But I'm here for the ones who really want to enjoy the benefits of that I have as a what can I talk today? As a happily married woman of 4 years now, okay? So with the right guy that floats my boat, and I still get all juicy when he come home from work. It's like I hadn't seen him in a long time. I'm telling you, the relationship is hot. So I've been there where you are, and you don't have to be there a moment longer than you need to. So just do the right thing by yourself. Like I said, I'll talk to you soon, and I hope this was helpful. Good night.